Give me 1 second here to bring on Ashley. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning.
Afternoon, whatever
Hi,
it is
guys.
there. In what time is it there in Cabo, Mexico?
It is. I can't look at my laptop. It's 10:37 a.m. So buenos dias, everybody. Good morning.
All right. Well, welcome to the show. Thank you again for joining us. I really appreciate it. And I know today you're going to be talking about finding your vibe, your tribe, and your way to thrive in 2025. I mean, that's just a great title. So I'm excited to hear what you got to say. Do you have slides or anything?
I do.
If you want to go ahead and present, usually the best way is to hit present there at the bottom and then slides and PDFs, or you can share screen, whatever is easier for you.
I'll just share screen. There we go. Share.
Now when that pops up, there we go. There it is. All right. Well, I'm going to jump off and give you the stage and let you go.
All right. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? So I bet you're all like, how are you out there in Cabo working? And it's part of finding your tribe and finding good people to be with. So you can do this job from anywhere. So we're going to talk about how you find your vibe, what kind of person you are, who you're going to surround yourself with, and how to actually thrive instead of drowning in all of that, because we all have a little bit of that problem sometimes. So who I am, if you haven't met me before, I started in the industry in 2013. I kind of kept myself on a little island. I actually started in a call center. So don't boo me, don't kick me off, but I did. I started in one of those call centers that you're just turn and burn. You take a call, sell them a rate, and move along. Processor takes care of everything. After being there for about a year or so, I realized that is not my vibe and not where I excelled. Sorry for the construction over there also. And I left that company and moved into the correspondent side, started doing brokering, and that's where I found my little niche. I like it here. I'm a mom to 9-year-old twins. They're the best thing ever. I have one of each. They drive me crazy on the daily, but obviously I do need to balance that work-life balance. I'm recently divorced, great co-parent, but a lot more responsibilities being a single mom. VA loan expert. I have a niche, whatever the word is. And I obviously also have lots of meetings. VA loan expert. I work a lot with the military community. It was my community for a very long time. I was a military spouse, moved PCS all over the country. San Diego, Florida, Maryland, all over, Guam, Hawaii, some pretty good places. You'll notice that my number is an 808 number. So all of you feel free to put that number in your phone and you can shoot me a text right now and we will be friends. And why do you want to be my friend? Because I am a ride or die friend. I think that there is enough pieces of pie for everybody out there. If there is a loan I can't do, or I know I won't be the best at it, I'm reaching out to my network. I'm saying, hey, can you take care of this? I am in a group chat with probably 30 of you right now. And we just bounce ideas off each other. We solve it. Surrounding yourself with people and giving to them freely, that will always pay tenfold. So I'm a ride or die. I always will be cheerleading for my people. And that's the kind of thing that I want to teach you today. So if you want to follow me on any of those social medias, Instagram, that's my name there, TikTok, and Facebook for us older folks. And then for real, send me a text. I want to see at least like 5 texts pop up. So send me a text right now, all of you. The next one, your vibe. So a lot of you think that we need to be just a certain way on social media and present to our clients. I'm an expert. I know everything about mortgages there ever was to know. I know everything about this niche that there ever was. And that's it. And the people don't want to see that anymore. They want to see you. So if you're not the type of person to get up and be at a 5 a.m. meeting, those AIM meetings, I love you guys for them. You're doing great. But I will never be in a 5 a.m. meeting with you guys. That is just not when I excel. And I know that. So I don't pretend that that's who I am and I'm going to be there. If that's you and you need to lean into that, you do that. You cuss a little? Hell, so do I. A lot, actually, not a little. So you'll attract the people that you want to work with by being yourself. Don't change who you are. Don't become this image of somebody that you think other people want to see. Because I see a lot of that, especially on social media, of I just need to be this expert and I need to do everything exactly by the book. So be authentic, share the good and bad stuff in your life. People want to see both of that. One of my most performing well videos was something very traumatic that happened in my life, actually. And I hadn't shared it for a very long time, except for right when it had first happened. It's about my daughter who passed away. And I shared this video in August. And that got a lot of responses. I got a lot of people messaging me. It connected with my algorithm. It brought me back to the pages. It brought me back into people and realized I'm a human being. I'm not just somebody who crunches numbers on the other end of that. I have a life. I'm a person. I go through experiences, just like all of us do. So people want to see that you're a real person and that you're working with somebody who has emotion and connection. They like working with somebody who can understand them. So that's what makes you valuable. Because AI, it's going to come. It's going to start taking over a little bit. But we're not going to be sent out by AI. Someone's always going to want to work with somebody who's a real person. And then a lot of it, people are scared. People are scared to get in front of a camera. People are scared to put things out there. Well, what if they think, oh man, I got a message before. I did a voiceover for something about, I forget this exact sound tune, but it said fucking in it. And it was like, oh, fucking nonchalant or something. And I voiced it over. Wasn't even my voice. It was a sound bite. And I got a DM from a lady who said, that's not very officer spouse of you. And I said, I screenshotted it, sent it to our group chat. And I said, well, you can't be everyone's cup of tea, but you can be someone's shot of whiskey. So don't fall into the trap that you have to please everybody. It's okay if they don't like you. It's okay if you look stupid. I'm never going to look all put together. None of us are. So it's okay. Just get in front of the camera. Say what you want to say. Be authentic. You do not need to have a social media editor going through making sure your script is perfect and the spelling errors are perfect and the timing and the loud noises and all the background music looks exactly right. This speech here, I got it together. It's great. But I'm telling you this authentically. I'm telling you this exactly as I would if we were on FaceTime. You were having trouble posting a video. This is how I would talk to you. And that's what people want to see online. So just say something and be real. Post about it. So you got to figure out who you are as a person. Once you figure out how you're going to present this, in what manner, what's your attitude, and how you present to people, and how you talk to people in a normal room, then we're going to go ahead and figure out, what do I post? It's a question for everybody. What are we going to post? Mortgage info. So no, does it get a ton of bites? Not usually, but you need to know, or they need to know, that you are an expert in mortgages. This is why we're here. This is what we're doing. We're explaining that we are an expert in mortgages and we know what's going on with the market, that we're actually following it. Now, you also do need to do the work. You need to follow the market. You need to read the updates, get hammers, emails, get MBS, get whatever you get, and read it every morning. It takes 5 seconds. Scroll it on your phone. It's not that hard. You can do this. I promise you. So learn about what's going on in the market. Learn the different things that are affecting the market. And then post a quick soundbite of, hey, this is why rates are taking a dump today. And then explain maybe a loan niche program that you have. You're an expert in reverse mortgages? Put a little video out there and tell them about it. Put the information that you know out there and make sure that you're posting about it. But that's not, you don't want your entire feed to be that. That's boring. You will get shadow banned. Nobody will want to go to your page and they'll get sick of you. There are some pages that I see that it is nothing but mortgage, mortgage, mortgage. And I'm like, does this person have kids? Do they have a wife? Like, do they go outside? Do they do anything but sit at their desk with their laptop and do mortgages all day? I have no idea because I don't see anything except for mortgage information on their page. So share the other stuff. You don't care what they post a breakfast burrito in the morning. I posted a picture of a margarita and my nacho cheese last night, and I got plenty of people messaging me back about it. Enjoy. And then it starts conversations. That's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to start conversations and be involved in the daily lives of people. So you went and took your kid to gymnastics. Maybe one of those gymnastic moms needs a mortgage. And they don't even know that you do mortgages because they haven't seen the 20 mortgage posts that you post, but you posted that you took your kid to gymnastics. You tagged the gym that you guys went to. She saw it. She goes to your page and she sees, oh, hey, you know how to do mortgages and I need a mortgage. Those are the type of things that they connect you as a person into your community. And that's why we're going to be doing this. And what if they don't like you? Nobody cares. There's so many people out there. There's so many people out there on the internet. A lot of people like me. I think I'm a pretty likable person. I like a lot of people. There's not a lot of people I don't like. but I can name one or two. Nobody's going to absolutely love you. Not every person is going to be loved by absolutely every other person. It just won't happen. But who cares? Who cares? You need to be okay with knowing that they won't like you and post it anyway. Now, one thing that I see is sometimes bad press is great press. People love drama. I don't care if you say you don't. They love the drama. People love the tea. You want to know what's going on. Having a controversial opinion is okay. And posting something that is controversial, a lot of people are scared to post, oh, hey, that big name, big box company that does a lot of VA loans, I never want to talk about them online because I don't want to look like I'm being a hater. Talk about them. Someone else has already done that video 10 times. Who cares? They haven't done it in your voice. So I want everybody here, I want to hear comments. What is a controversial opinion that you think in our industry that would create some controversy? I want to see comments. Are you all sleeping? Wake up. Talk to me. I need comments here. Let me see. And I want you to post it. I want everybody to post today a controversial. Thank you, Brandy. Hi. I want to see comments. Everybody wake up. Let me see your comments. And I want to see what you guys think. Builders lenders. That's a great one. That is a huge one. That is a huge one. Who's made a video before on builders lenders? Who's actually done a video already on it? What other kind of topics do we have? Builders lenders. We've all gotten a loan stolen by a builders lender. Everybody. Credit reports. Credit report costs. Homeowners insurance costs. Going through the roof. Different parts of this industry cause a lot of big feels in the industry. I want to see a video from each one of you today. It doesn't have to be edited. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to get on there and say, you know what gets me riled up? And I'll give you the script. You know what gets me riled up? Builders lenders. Because you're paying for that in the cost of the home itself, and you're not getting the best rate because the cost of the home itself is being financed. And go from there. Go put your opinion in it. Your voice, your tune. Different markets have different things for it. I want to hear everybody today to come back and tell me about that. All right, tribe, who you surround? Who too bad if they're pissed? They will. I bet they will get pissed. And talking about that too, bringing up, hey, these agents are getting incentives to bring you to this builder. That is something that can cause controversy. And if you're worried about losing an agent partner over that, they're not an agent partner maybe that you even want. There are better partners out there that will look out for the benefit of the buyer. And is a new build sometimes the best thing for the buyer? Sometimes it could be. There's always two sides to a cookie. Could be. But getting them riled up and saying, hey, you need to at least, to the consumer, you need to at least see and have your eyes open on what these builders lenders do, how the agents are getting incentivized. Those are controversial opinions that we need to be posting about. Don't be scared if it's going to piss people off. That's what we need to do, is piss people off. Get people worked up in the industry. Tribe, who you surround yourself with. So you see there, it was dead, it was crickets. And Brandy commented immediately for me. Knew that I wanted somebody, is here supporting me. I bet you there's at least 15, 20 people in here who just came because I sent a text and I was like, I need you here. I need my team. I need support. Because I surround myself with people that make a positive impact in my life. These type of people you want in your ride or die corner forever. You want to be involved with different people in this industry. You want to be involved with different people in the community. These are different people, agent that you connected with that's giving you a bunch of leads right now, or that is partnering with you with events. The client that had a great experience and keeps referring you. Another LO, like I just talked about, that is giving you networking opportunities. So name 3 people. And I want everybody to try to comment in this too. Think of 3 people right now that you've met in the past 12 months that has made, and put their names down. Call them out. If they're in here, call them out. So I can call out Brandy right there, Paige. Carlos is in here too. He's been posting about YouTube videos, and I want to get together and set up my own YouTube video, podcast, whatever they're called on YouTube. This is why I need Carlos's help. So I want you to name 3 connections, tag them in the comments below, 3 people that have made a positive impact on your business or in your life. Maybe it's a mom. I met a bunch of great mortgage moms, and we have a group chat, and we talk about different things that come up. Somebody that's made a positive impact in your life, I want you to share your connections with me and tell me who that is. And these are my real examples here too. So, client. This is a scenario. I had a purchase client, and I love that we brought up builders lenders already, because this is that exact scenario. We were unable to close the loan. The builders lender just smoked us, and it is what it is. Explained everything. I got their fee sheet. I reviewed it. I did what we all do. And I said, hey, at the end of the day, it does make sense for you to use this builders lender. Here's why we were going to do this. Here's what makes sense. And I explained it to them. I wished them a great time. And the wife and I went out for drinks one night too. Within 3 months, I got a new buyer from her and her husband, and we closed on that buyer's loan. Just because I made that connection, and I'm sure you've all done this too, but sometimes we'll get salty and we'll forget to follow up and keep that relationship, because we'll be like, well, they didn't care about me enough to use me regardless. It can't be that way. You got to let things slide off your shoulder. You got to learn to say, yeah, that sucked, but it wasn't personal. Moving on. I want to keep them as a connection. I want to keep them. Every person you meet can be a connection. And it made me money. Within 3 months, I got a new buyer out of that. Fellow LOs. The reason you see my face here today, Paige Hernandez. I met her almost a year ago now, actually, at a conference in DC. And I was not one to go, but I met her there. She told me about Notorious, which you guys all heard about. And I was like, that sounds awesome. I'm in. I want to do that. I met her there. We became friends. She's in part of the group chats now. We're discussing things, and I am talking about my 2025 goals. And I said, I think this year I actually want to speak. I want to do a presentation, or I want a speech. I want to be on stage, or I want to do something virtually. I want to do a speech this year to other LOs. And I think I can help them with things. And she's like, oh, okay. And this was just a passing comment. We all make goals for the next year, and things fall off wayward. And a few weeks later, I'm in my DMs, and she says, hey, Mitch, this is Ashley. I think she'd be great. Go ahead and introduce yourself. And all of a sudden, within 2 days, I'm signed up. I'm building a presentation. Just because I made a passing comment, this is my goal. She said, you told me that was your goal, and now we're doing it. So surrounding yourself with people like that is going to empower you. It's going to open up doors that you have no idea. Fellow LOs, fellow people in this industry do not always have to be competition. You do not have to be on a little solo life raft. You need to be working with people and encouraging them and helping them out, because it turns into actual opportunity and growth for you. Agents. So you can network your own business to make them work for you as well. So I have an agent in Florida that I'm great friends with. She does not send me all her loans. She has another agent, another LO she's worked with for a very long time down there. And he's great. He's a great person. I have nothing wrong with him. But obviously I want some more market share. She does a lot of very high-end houses, and I would like to work with her more. I reached out to her and I said, hey, I have a buyer looking to purchase in a different state. I don't know another agent in this state. I don't have the time, bandwidth, or capacity to find a buyer. And it was for a VA buyer, and she's a military spouse as well. So I know that she would go through an interview, ask the right questions, find me an amazing VA agent in the state. She did all the work for that. She found me an amazing agent. She ended up getting a referral fee out of it. And then this new agent that she found with their vetting has sent me 3 buyers. I, right before this, just hung up with her on one of our files, just by making those right connections. And then in your community, most of us work remote. Get out of your house. Get up out of your house, get your steps in, and go outside and meet people. I know we are all online all the time. We are all at our desk. We're all busy. But I am in Cabo with about 20 people right now, having a great time while working, making connections. One of these people in here, 3 of these people in here, I have done mortgages for, because they know that they trust me to do them, and they've known me for 15 years. And I also get outside my house. This community that I also live in, I host events. I need you to get up and go outside. You're like, I don't want to spend money to do it. It cost me $250 at an ice cream place. You're like, that's still too much that I want to spend. You have to invest in yourself, sweetheart. I don't know what to tell you. You're the most important prize. You're the commodity. You invest in yourself first. If you don't invest in yourself and you don't believe in yourself enough to invest in yourself, no one else is going to invest in you. So invest in yourself first. Put your money where your mouth is. Get into the business. I hosted an ice cream social, and there were tons of kids, tons of people that just showed up. They were coming to this place anyway. I chose a place that was busy already, and I just sponsored it for a couple of hours. I said, I got ice creams on me. I had a little sign there, had a little photo op, had some balloons, and I met another client there. That is, it was one client. The one client paid for that entire event, plus some. But you have to get up. You have to get out of your house. You have to go be social, and you have to go meet people. It's part of it. It sucks to be social. We're introverts. We're online people. It's fine. Get outside. Get outside. You don't want to do it? Sponsor an agent to do it. Sponsor a title person to do it. Sponsor a homeowner's insurance person to go out there and be the face. If you really don't want to do it, sponsor. Talk to a person that you trust, that you work with, and get them out there. Have your LOA. Have somebody from representing you go out there and do it if you really don't want to be the face-to-face. Call me. I'll help you sponsor it. I'll sell you. You have to be willing to go out there and sell yourself. All right. And then thriving. Industry events. Okay. So my very first event that I went to was just last year. I went to the Brokers Action Coalition because it was in DC, so I didn't have to fly anywhere. I was always one. You guys would go to a million different things during the COVID years, when everything was booming, the AIM events, Hughes, all of them. And I'm like, that just seems like a waste of time. People are partying, and it doesn't seem like something that I want to do. I want to hang out with my kids and focus on home and life. And I just don't want to spend the money either. Like, I don't want to do it. Went to my first event because it was not very expensive and it was close to home. I met so many connections there, so many connections immediately that I was like, this is not about partying. This is not about going out and ignoring responsibilities. This is about networking. This is about finding people. And then what we were actually learning and doing there at the event, the education, that specific event, we were lobbying at Congress. I learned about different bills that were passing in the homeowners industry that I could then take that information and present it to my clients and to my networking and to my partners. Tell them, hey, we're working on VA exemptions. And in all these states, I can exempt your property taxes up front if you have the correct rating. That got me so much business because no other lender in my area was doing that yet. Nobody even knew about it. The title companies didn't know about it. I was the one that went in and said, hey, these are the things we can do. It became just a huge, did you guys know that Ashley can exempt your property taxes up front? It turned out amazing. The branding, posting photos of you in a professional setting. You get dressed up for these. You don't look like a bum out there in your sweatpants like we are every day. I'm in my leggings with my coffee, just sitting at my desk with my hair up. You look cute when you go out to these events. You look presentable. You post these pictures online, you look credible. People like working with people that look like they know what they're doing. I'm sorry to say it sounds a little shallow, but you can't just put things online that are, how do I say this a very nice way? I don't know how to say it a nicer way. You need to make sure that you look presentable sometimes and that you look like an expert. So when you go out to these events and you look, hey, that's somebody I want to work with, people are going to be attracted to you. The networking opportunity, I've mentioned that 20 times by now. The networking opportunity page right there, got a notorious. I started going to more events. I met additional people. I met people from Texas that I decided to get my license in Texas and start opening that up. What other opportunities? I am now on a board for different parts of the Brokers Action Coalition, for Maryland Mortgage Brokers Association things. It just gets you involved in your community. You don't know what you don't know. And these people at these events, there are such a wealth of information. It is a privilege to be around these people. So I would absolutely recommend choosing at least one or two events to go to a year and networking, getting out there and seeing these people. They are not a waste of time. They are investment. For sure. Everybody said it here, I'm sure. Social media. If you are not on social media, I don't know what you're doing at this point. You have to be on social media. Everybody in the world is on social media right now. We're all scrolling. What's your favorite social media platform? Everybody post it in the comments. TikTok, Instagram. Everybody post your social media favorite platform in the comments. I want to see. Facebook. Okay. Facebook is great. It has a lot of groups. Is everybody in all the networking groups? You can create your own group. I'm sure you've been told that. You need to be posting. You need to be advertising yourself. Consider yourself your own paparazzi. Instagram, Insta. Nobody's saying TikTok. There we go. Brandy, TikTok. After you've posted your favorite, tell me your least favorite. You don't have to pick only one. I love them all too, Bridget. You will catch me on all of them. Except for Lemon 8. That's a new one I have not got onto yet. There's a new one every week. I did download, what was the Chinese one when TikTok went away for a second? Does anyone remember Redbook, I think it was? You don't do Insta or X. I do not do X either. I'm not a fan of X. And you've heard this from a million speakers. The best platform to use, the one you're going to use, the one you like. Much on Threads. I haven't either. It does look interesting. I do want to get into Threads. And you'll see too, especially with generational different people, a preference for whichever platform that you like. We are definitely tapping into, especially with things like in my community, in the military community, people are younger and younger buying houses. The millennial generation, our generation, we went through hell and back. We were like, oh, got beat down, rates, bubbles, this, that. Some of us are exhausted. A lot of us don't want to buy a house right now. We're starting to get there. We're getting there. But there are unjaded young bucks out there that are ready to buy a house. So we need to get on the internet. We need to get where they are. TikTok. I don't know why I said it that way, but TikTok. We need to get on there. We need to be on Threads. Seems to be an up and coming one. And when it's not so saturated, that's when we need to get in there right away. You need to be first. If you're not first, you're last. It's not true. I am definitely not one of the top TikTok people, but I did get a decent amount of people from TikTok. And a lot of them come from states that I'm not in. And I send them to different LOs that I know. I'm just like, here you go, expecting nothing in return. The reason I do that is because it comes back tenfold. They think of me when they think of a state that I'm licensed in. They think of me when they think of a unique scenario that I can help with. You need to be at the top of people's minds when they're looking through social media and they just are like, oh, hey, I saw an advertisement from Rocket Mortgage and I should see how much I get pre-approved for. Are they going to click that link or are they going to reach out to you and say, don't you do mortgages? Are you licensed in my state? And then you can have that conversation. You need to be their first one. Facebook's most engagement. I feel like Facebook is it's a ride or die. Facebook is where you want to cross post everything. I record everything into TikTok. I do not have studio. I use this phone right here. Also, I have no text from any of you. I gave you all my phone number. I'm a very texty person, so everybody save my number. I cross post everything. And they say don't do that, that different formats work on different platforms, but I do. Because it has you posting every day. It has you posting something. It keeps you engaged. It keeps you at the top of people's minds. You need to be in there putting something out there every day. It sucks, but just do it. You won't think of something that day. Post your breakfast. I just can't think of something today, but I'm thinking of y'all and I just wanted to tell me about your day. Anything you can think of. And if you can't think of something, text me. Be like, Ashley, I can't think of something to post. And I'll send you something. I want you to win. And I will figure something out for you. Also, ChatGPT it, bro. That's what we all do nowadays. All right. Oh, I went backwards. I'm a tech expert. Okay. Balancing all, thriving while surviving. So you'll hear me say a lot of times, they're like, how are you doing today? I'm like, I'm surviving, not thriving. And I have to get out of that mind. I mean, as soon as I say it, I'm like, you know what? But I can thrive. Here we go. And you just need to change your mindset. So we are all very busy people. I know we are. We all have full lives going on. We have a lot going on. Mortgages aren't our only thing. I'm here celebrating a birthday. I'm here doing this with you guys because I wanted to be here today with you. I'm going through a divorce. I'm raising twins. I moved this year, bought a house, last year. And I still have increased volume. Still increased volume this year. I just closed 6 loans in February. I am on track to do quite a bit this year if I keep up my pace. I made my goal at the end of the year for quite a bit for me also. And we'll get to that too, of what somebody thinks. Yay. Friends. I like friends. Quite a bit for somebody else might not be quite a bit for you. That is something that we're going to need to figure out what your goal is for that. So I've been going through all that and I still increased volume. Say yes to yourself first. That is what you have to start doing. And I know it's hard, especially with empathetic people like myself. And if you're in this industry and you're in this seminar, I believe you're probably an empathetic person. You're a moral person. You care about your clients. You care about what happens to them at the end of the day. You care about getting them in the right mortgage for them. You're not here to churn loans. You're not here to just build a huge book of business for no reason and be that immoral, slimy, sleazeball salesperson, get credit leads and call them every day kind of person. I believe you're here to do a lot of good work, and that is what I genuinely believe. But you have to say yes to you first. Take the trips. Make the events with your kids. Go to their shows. Make the job work around you. That is something you have to learn to do. Will it suck sometimes? Am I on vacation on a seminar right now and responding to other work texts? Yes, but it is great. There's no other job. We are the luckiest people on earth. There's no other job that has the flexibility that we do to make the type of money that we do. No other job, period. We need to be grateful. Every day, wake up and be grateful that you have the opportunity to be in this industry, that you have the opportunity to take advantage of it all. Am I talking too much? I have one more slide. I'll say it faster.
Yep.
Go faster.
You're fine. Go ahead.
It's okay to say no to people. It's okay to say no. So who has a problem saying no? Show of hands with me. If you have a problem saying no, I do too. It's okay. If something doesn't work, you can't make that loan work. You can't make it happen. It doesn't fit into you. You're up at midnight trying to figure everything out for this client. It's okay to say, hey, I am not the person for you. I need to walk away from this to protect my sanity. It's okay to say no to that. So you need to know what your goal is. You guys can make it happen. You need to know what your goal is. Be authentic. Do you want to do 50 loans a month? I sure as the hell don't. I do never want to do that. Okay. So figure out what your goal is, and it's okay to want to balance. Pick one change you can commit to every day. So if you want to grow your socials, start posting every day and start engaging. That engagement will lead you to wanting to do more things. You want to be outside every day? Schedule a Wednesday. Every day I go to this coffee shop and work. Every Thursday I go to this place and I visit it in your community. And you will become a fixture around there. Small actions lead to big changes. So be authentic. Find your vibe. Figure out who you are. Find your tribe. Surround yourself with good people. And then thrive. All right, did I wrap it up in time? How many seconds?
Yeah, you're good. You had just perfect timing.
I mean, I'm pretty much just perfect.
Perfect timing. Awesome. Well, you did all that. You did all that while sitting outside on the deck in Cabo. So props to that.
Here, I'll give you my number again. Let me type it in the comments. This is, if you guys do not see my slide at the beginning, this is my actual cell phone number. I give it out to everybody. It is on the internet. It is out there. I had a Google number. I'm never going to respond to that. This is my cell. I'm on my phone all the time. I love texting. I'll put you on mute sometimes. It might take me a while to respond, but I like texting. If you have a question and you just want to chat or you just want to be my friend, text me. That's awesome. My number.
Love it. Well, Ashley, I appreciate you giving to our community, and thank you for agreeing to do this. It's great, and I'll have everybody make sure you reach out to Ashley if you have questions, and we're going to bring on our next and final sponsor before we move on to our keynote speaker. So appreciate it. Thank you, Ashley.
Bye, guys.
All right. I'm going to bring on Steve. Hello, Steve. How are you?
Great. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. I'm going to bring you on, and we're running just on time. So give you your time here to shine and tell us about Utility Connect and Do you have slides you want to show, or just
Yeah, I
talk?
do. Should I hit present here then?
Yep. Go ahead and hit present, and then you'll be able to bring those up.
My computer. All right, hold on. Actually, you know what? I have to upload files and stuff, so I think I don't really need the slides, if that's okay with you and the team.
You're fine.
Great.
I'll get out of the way and let you.
Yeah, well, it's awesome so far. I got to get a little insight on how to get more mortgage business. That's awesome. My name is Steve Otto. I'm the National Sales Director for Utility Connect, which is a nationwide private label concierge service. So just so you know, I did spend quite a few years in the mortgage business, so I understand your pain as well. I gave it up right before the market crashed when I found out that having loans on the warehouse line wasn't necessarily a good thing. But basically after that, I've been in the tech business. I've worked with home builders and realtors for years on the tech side. But Utility Connect, again, we help save homeowners hours of frustration and money when they get ready to move into their home, whether it's in a new home that they bought that you hopefully did the mortgage for. What we do is we call them directly. We walk them through about a 30-minute process, going through all the services they need to connect, compare those services if they have multiple services for cable, phone, things like that. And in states like Texas, we actually hook up their utilities as well. We set up their accounts, we set up their appointments, and if something happens at closing, they just call us and we move all their appointments. We follow up with 2 emails, one with all their appointments and their account numbers, and one for the things that are regulated we can't set up for them. That would include, and I live in Florida, so that would include water, Florida Power and Light, things like that. But we tell them exactly how to do that. And that's a good thing for the people selling the homes. I work with home builders a lot, and they get to the end of the year and find out they've been paying the electric for somebody that moved in May, and it's January. So save them a lot of money. Our service is 100% free to our clients, and it's 100% free to our partners, which includes, mortgage brokers, mortgage companies. It includes eXp Realty, we're the national service for them, Exit Realty, the PGA. Supreme Lending is one of our clients, if you know those guys. But anyway, we also too, so we're paid by the people that provide those services. So AT&T paying, the AT&T rep to hard sell your customers on something they don't need. They pay us, and we actually share that revenue with our partners as well. So it's free to the client, but we actually pay you a percentage of what we make from those vendors. But you're not going to retire on one of them, but it adds up. It's between $40 and $80 per moving client that we moved. We set you up with your own dedicated phone numbers. You have your own microsite, your own dashboards to track our progress with your clients, and then to track your commission payment. It's paid through Stripe whenever you get to $100. So it's easy to use. It's quick to sign up. It's a real benefit for your clients because it's us helping them to move in, which seems to be the time when realtors and sometimes mortgage brokers kind of go next and make them go out and figure out how to actually move into their home and enjoy it. Any questions on that? I'll share a link for you that you can sign up for. It's pretty simple. You just click on the link. It'll ask you to upload a headshot and your email address, things like that. And then as soon as you send that in, you'll be live with Utility Connect. You just have to remember to share your link with your clients when they get ready to move. it's also a nice service to talk to, agents you work with, title companies, things like that. Just let them know that you use that service. Every year when their services come up, we actually call them again to say, hey, here's the best deal for AT&T this year. For new people, hey, maybe we need your husband's email to sign up so that we can give you that deal and you get paid on that again too. Real quick, one other thing we're adding within the next 90 days is we're adding something called Vendor Hub, that you'll be able to actually put in your own vendors, if you would. There might be, anybody could be, the pest control could be in Florida, the Generac guy, blinds, things like that. And we'll actually track that lead for you. You can set them up in our system, and if they pay you X amount of dollars for a lead, we'll track that for you back and forth, and we give you 80% of whatever that commission is on that, but we manage all the back and forth, for the links to make that automated too. All right. Is that
awesome? So you're gonna put the link for people to check that out in the comments here, Steve?
Yeah, let me do that.
Okay.
Let me find comments. Here we go. Yeah.
You want to drop that in the comments, and then anybody out there, this is definitely a good opportunity for you as a loan officer or as a real estate agent, to create and generate a little bit of what we like to call in the industry mailbox money. You're not doing much, but you get checks in the mail, and when you have a down month, it's nice to get those extra checks.
Yeah, we do, we have realtors that do quite well with it, but the 50, I think what's more important is how well we take care of your clients for you. If you look on, I Google us on, Google us for reviews on wherever you look for that stuff, utilityconnect.net. We've got over 8,000 5-star reviews on Google. We're not an online journey. We're not a phone room based in the Philippines. Our home office is in Dallas, Texas, Plano area. So if you're ever in the neighborhood too, look us up.
Awesome. Well, Steve, I appreciate you joining us today. Appreciate you sponsoring the event, and stay tuned. We're going to have our next keynote speaker, David Lakin, right here and live in a minute. So I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. Enjoy your seminar.
All right, everyone. I'm going to bring on our final